What's up, YouTube? When I'm talking about things, the link will be in the description for stuff. Let me get this loaded up and we will start the content. We're streaming live on TikTok and the YouTube. Let me refresh this so I can pull up the stream and I can actually see what's going down while it's going down. Nice, nice, nice. How are we rolling? Let's make sure here. All right, we're going to go live on TikTok also here. Open my coffee, get some coffee. We'll dive into some charts too, but I want to go over some other material first. Echoing in here? I hope not. What's up, everybody? What's up? We are going to get started here in just a second. Pump us up to 100 likes. We're going to get rolling. We're going to talk about some important stuff today. We're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about debt. We're going to talk about crypto. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff today. We're going to talk about the very fundamentals, what makes things worth things. Let's dive right in. We already got 100 people on here. Let's dive right in. I want to divert your attention to this. This is total assets by market cap. We're talking public companies, precious metals, cryptos, ETFs. Excuse me. Look at this. The number one valuable asset in the world is gold. It's actually real estate, but they're not going to put that on here. I want you to look at Apple. This is one company. Apple. It's worth $2.2 trillion. Microsoft is 1.8. Saudi Aramco, that's an oil company. Google's worth 1.2. You really need to pay attention to these type of things. Now, let me show you something. I'm a crypto guy, as you know. So let's ask ourselves, I get asked all the time, are we early in crypto? Are we early? Are we too late? Did the boat pass us by? Let me show you something. I want you to remember Apple. Look at Apple. Apple, one company in the whole world of all the companies is worth $2.2 trillion. Check this out. That's the market cap. What's the crypto market cap? We have 22,000 cryptos. 22,000 cryptos, right? We're looking at one company worth 2.2 trillion. Here's Microsoft, here's Apple. They're in the trillions, right? Amazon, just under $1 trillion. They broke down. If we go to the entire huge crypto market cap, right? We got 22,000 cryptos. Are we early? Are we late? What do you think the whole market cap of crypto is? If you've been paying attention, you probably already know. It's about 850 billion. So I'm saying Apple is worth about Apple, just one company, is worth about 2.5x of all 22,000 cryptos in existence. Not just Bitcoin, not just Ethereum, all cryptos. That is what we're at right there. Apple's worth 2.5 times that. So let me ask you that. Do you think we're early? Do you think we're too late? To me, this screams that we are still so early, it is painful. If we can go over here and look at one company is worth 2.2 trillion. And there's other companies that are close, right? There's Microsoft, Saudi Aramco, Google's down here at $1 trillion, Amazon's down here, and we're in a bear market. I mean, look at that. Look at this. 850 billion. We are still so early, right? When people talk about, oh, Bitcoin can get up to this and this and this and this, I think Bitcoin alone, eventually, is going to get up to the market cap of gold. I really do think that. I think within the next 10 years, you're going to see Bitcoin alone get up to this market cap. Let alone this. We have the entire crypto market cap only getting to this. And here we are. I think Bitcoin's going to get up here to gold level. Just Bitcoin. Don't even include the rest of crypto. And then I want to show you something else too. I want to really get into something here. I want to also bring your attention to how much it costs to mine one Bitcoin. Have you guys ever really thought about that? How much it costs to mine one Bitcoin? This whole thing was published in August, what the power supply cost is to mine one Bitcoin in countries around the world. Looking at the United States, $21,000 in just power cost, and this was back in August. Power costs have They probably went up since then. Maybe they're about the same. We'll just say they're about the same at this point. $21,000 in just power costs to mine one Bitcoin in the United States back in August. That doesn't include rent, salaries, taxes, maintenance costs, upkeep costs, all this other stuff. So I'd say the real cost for a miner to mine a Bitcoin is probably $25,000 to $30,000. What's Bitcoin worth right now? 17. So what does that tell you about miners? What does that tell you about miners? They're losing money. They're losing money, right? They are not making money on Bitcoin right now at this time. Now, there's other places you can mine. Kuwait's obviously really cheap. There's a lot of miners over in Kazakhstan. Most places around the world are in the teens to 20s to $30,000 per Bitcoin. Now, pay attention. I got something real important to show you too with all of this, right? So this is what we're doing right now, roughly just power cost to mine one Bitcoin. Let me take you over here. Let me show you this chart. This is the lifetime chart of Bitcoin. We're right here, right now. You get that? I want you to look at this. Down here, and down here. These three things have something in common that I believe they will have in common with this bottom down here. I'll get to that in a second. Let me explain some other things. What are these blue lines right here? What are these blue lines? Tell me what these blue lines are. Someone drop it in the comments. What are these blue lines here? There we go. I saw someone put in there. The blue lines are halving events. Listen closely. If you don't know what the halving is, and even if you do know what the halving is, listen closely. A halving is when the amount of Bitcoin that can be mined per day gets cut in half. Right now, we're mining 900 Bitcoin per day. So every miner in the world that's mining is splitting up 900 Bitcoin per day. Are you with me? Send in some likes. What's going to happen here? Here's the next halving event. What's going to happen here? I have it at March, but it's probably going to be April 2024. What's going to happen here? We're going to go from mining 900 Bitcoin per day to 450. What's that going to do? What's that going to do to this power cost? What's it going to do? That is going to go up roughly double. Because now, to get one Bitcoin, you're going to have to pay twice as much in power costs if power costs stay exactly the same. So what does that have to do with the Bitcoin price, right? Well, the miners are, most of what is out in circulating supply has to do, listen closely, has to do with the amount of Bitcoin that's actually available for people to buy. Are you getting that? Are you getting that? So there's less Bitcoin to be mined. Miners are paying twice as much to mine the Bitcoin. What's that going to do to Bitcoin price? The halving events force Bitcoin price up. Look what happens every time, right? As long as you believe in Bitcoin, as long as you believe in crypto, as long as you think it's staying around, you have to know that when the supply gets cut down, which is leading me into a very important point I'm going to bring up to you today about supply and demand. Most people think they understand supply and demand, but I'm going to bring it to a whole nother level that you're going to be able to extrapolate it to everything. I'll get to that. When the supply gets cut in half, and the cost to mine it doubles, that's a multiplier effect. So it's half as much coming out new daily, and it costs twice as much to mine it. So that's not just a 2x, that's a 4x push, right? So again, I want to go back here quick. What happened down here, and down here? You want to know what happened down here that we're going to see happen down here that's going to really help us know if Bitcoin has bottomed? We are going to see miners capitulate. They are going to sell in droves. It's going to be a big spike. In selling. You're going to see it in the news. Miners shutting off their mining rigs. Miners going out of business. Stuff like that. That's what's going to happen down here. Because what do they say in bear markets? When do the bear markets end? Put it in there. Anyone know? They say when the last person sells. That's when we hit the bottom of the market. Who? Down here, and down here. Who is the last person to sell? The Bitcoin miners. Who do you think is going to be the last person to sell here? Miners. Miners are going to be the last person to sell down here. right? So that's what we want to watch for. That's what we want to watch for. But we have a bigger map. But also another thing to really important point out, during this entire lifetime of Bitcoin, right, this entire lifetime, we've been a macroeconomic bull market. Let me go over here quick. Let me get rid of this. Let me go over here to the S&P. Check this out. Look at the S&P 500. Let me show you the S&P 500. Look at this. When does this chart start here? This chart starts July 1st, 2010. Let's go to the S&P 500 July 1st, 2010. Let's see when that is. When's July 1st, 2010? Right here. Look at this. What's the S&P 500 done that entire time? It's gone up. It had a blip here, a blip here. Here's the pandemic, and now we're up here. Now we're obviously having the biggest drop we've had because we're in a bear market. This whole thing has been a bull market during Bitcoin, and Bitcoin still had these bear markets. So that has to have an effect on this bear market also, right? Are we in agreement on that? Are you getting that? But again, this, like all things, will end, right? Everything ends. Bull markets end. Bear markets also end. Now, I think we have more to go here, but that's not the point yet. So here's what something I want to move into. I want to show you something else. I want to really talk with you quick. Hear me on this. I want to talk with you about something quick. Let me put this on here. Watch. Let me show you something. Let me go over here on YouTube. Let me make sure I can flip this around so, well, they can at least hear me. Check this out. Check this out. How do we value things? How are things valued? Hear me. Don't go anywhere. Listen to this. How are things valued? They are valued in a very simple equation. It is supply to demand. Supply to demand. Supply to demand ratio, right? Throwing some likes there. Now, when we talk about supply, right, how do we value something? Well, we value it in a denominator. What is the denominator? It's currency. It's currency. What do we use here in America? Dollars. What's the reserve currency of the world? The dollar. So most things are valued in dollars. So how do we come up with that value? You want to hear this, because as we're heading into a down market or an up market, doesn't matter, but we're going into a down market, you want to understand this principle. If you don't understand this, you're going to be lost. And you'll get distracted by all the noise and all the stuff. Hear me on this. Supply, demand. Stick with me. It's simple, but I promise you, you're missing it. You very well could be missing it. Supply and demand, right? So check it out. Let me give a simple idea here. Let's say there's 100 people and 100 houses. Well, what's that supply-demand ratio? It's 1-to-1. So it's equal. So what are these houses going to be worth? Let's say they're worth $100,000, right? 100 houses, 100 people. Let's say the houses are worth $100,000. Okay, great. So that's the balance of supply-demand ratio right there. Let's say there's now 200 people, but still only 100 houses. What does that do to the houses, the house prices, which are denominated in dollars, the currency? What does that do to the value in their denominator in the currency? Does it take it down? No. It brings it up because now we have more demand, right? Let's flip it around. If we have 100 and 100, and now we have 200 houses and 100 people, what does that do to the value of the house? It goes down because now we have more supply relative to the demand. Are you with me on this so far? That sounds, oh, it's too simple. No, it's too simple, man. No, it's much more complex than that. No, it's not. The value of everything in the world has to do with the supply to the demand. Supply to demand. And you got to factor in the denominator, which is the currency. We'll call it the dollar, right? So, in the past, let's go back over here now. Now that you understand that, and you probably understood that before, but I'm really laying it out. Over here, the value of all of this went up. When we look at supply to demand and the denominator, which is the dollar, this is the S&P 500. When you look at the value here, right, the value went up. So what does that tell us? That tells us demand went up relative to supply. Interesting. What if I told you that this actually went up because the supply relative to the demand went up? What if I said that in that example that I gave you, hear me on this. What if I said the supply actually went up? Well, that's not possible, right? There weren't really more people. There weren't really more stocks. What are you talking about? What I'm talking about is the supply of the denominator. What was the denominator? Currency, the dollar. The supply of dollars went up. We're going to patch this up here. You're going to get this now. So what happened here? What happened here in the market? What happened pumping this thing up when they talk about the Fed print money, print money, print money, print money, print money? Well, you know what? Guess what these assets, these stocks, guess what they're valued in? They're valued in dollars. So now let's go to the supply-demand ratio of assets to dollars. Are you getting this? The supply-demand ratio of assets to dollars, right? Look at that ratio. The supply of dollars did what during this time period? The supply of dollars went up. The assets did not go up in supply, so therefore they had to go up in value of the dollar because they're denominated in the dollar. Are you with me? The Fed was printing a bunch of money. Assets are valued in dollars. The more money there is, the more assets go up in value because you know what? The currency, the dollar, goes down in value because of the supply-demand ratio. There's more money without really new supply. The money goes down in value. Therefore, the things that don't go up in supply, like assets, go up in value because they're valued in dollars. Are you with me on this? Are you getting this? Is this making sense? Because you need to understand this type of stuff. Now, we're in a bear market, right? We're in a bear market. Why are we in a bear market? Why are we in a bear market? Why are we going down like this? Think about the dollars. During this time period, the supply of dollars went up, went up, went up, went up, right? And the assets, there weren't more assets, but there were more dollars. What's going on right here? Is there more dollars in this period coming into existence? Is there? No, there isn't. You know what's happening? During that entire period where the assets were going up, the Fed was printing more money. The supply of money, of dollars, was going up. Right now, what's going on? Quantitative tightening. Meaning, what does that mean? What does that mean? That means the Fed is literally, instead of pumping money out into the economy, they are literally taking their vacuum, their Hoover, their Hoover vacuum, their Dyson, and they are sucking money out of the economy. That's what quantitative tightening is. So the supply of money circulating is going down, meaning, and the assets stay the same in terms of their scarcity, in terms of their supply. So the value of the assets has to go down because if there's less money, the value of the money goes up. That's why the Dixie, let me show you something here real quick. Check this out. DXY, this is the Dixie, right? This is the dollar index telling you the value of the dollar. Look at this. Look at what the dollar has been doing since 2008. Pretty sideways, but then what happened over here? Oh, well, that shot up a bit in 14. Look what happened over here this year, beginning of last year. Started going up. And then look what happened when it got to this point. This is 100. This is basically, think of this as 1. It has went up so much. Hold on a second. Let me show you something. The dollar has started going up like crazy in terms of the dollar value. If the dollar goes up in value, what happens? What happens to assets? They go up. They go up, right? Because it is the denominator. Are you guys with me on this? Are you getting this? The Fed, when they say don't fight the Fed, don't fight the Fed, it's not a joke. It's a simple mathematical formula. When the Fed is pumping money out into the economy, there's more money, but there's the same number of assets, really. So all of a sudden the money goes down in value and the assets go up in value relative to the dollar. Do you understand this yet? Now the Fed is sucking money out. They're making money much more challenging to access and more expensive to borrow by raising interest rates. So all of that is making money, dollars, worth a lot more, and therefore the assets that are denominated, that are valued in dollars, are going down. This doesn't happen very often. Those are bear markets. Those are recessions. Let me show you something else real quick. Check this out. This is the U.S. debt clock. Look at where the U.S. debt is going. Let's say U.S. debt. It just keeps going up, 31 trillion. And the national debt, the U.S. total debt, which would be the federal government, the state governments, the local governments, et cetera, 93 trillion. But look at this, debt per taxpayer, about $250,000. Isn't that something special? And the tax revenue is going down, by the way. And something else I want to show you real quick. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? This is the federal funds rate, right? This is me showing you that the Fed is sucking money out of the economy. They're sucking it out because they're making the interest rates go higher. Well, that's not what this is. That's what's happening here now. This was them pumping money in, right? Because this is the Federal Reserve balance sheet. Where does it say it? Balance sheet. This is the Federal Reserve balance sheet. Ever since 2008 right here, it's done nothing but go up. Look what it was back here. It was down here at 900,000 million, which would be about $900 billion. That's what it was back here in early 2008. It was less than $1 trillion. Where is it today, just 14 years later? It is almost 9 trillion. It's went up 10x. That means 10x. So when we go back here, let me go back to the S&P real quick. When we go back to the S&P, hold on, it's loading. When we go back to the S&P and we see this egregious rise in value, right? It went up that much because it went up. What did it follow? It followed the Fed's balance sheet. And now what's the Fed doing? They're curving this thing down. When this thing's coming down, which it's curved already, when it comes down, however far it comes down, what do you think that's going to do to these things that are valued in the dollar? Is that making sense? Are you getting this? Are you getting this? Very, very important to pay attention to. You guys want to look at some charts? Let's see what the prices are going to do today, maybe. You guys want to see some of that? Let's look at the crypto bubbles real quick. Seems like FTT had a big pump. Dash, EOS. Let's go over here. Let's just go straight to Bitcoin. Let's just go straight to Bitcoin. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's see, what do we think? What do we think the markets are going to do today? Let's pump this up. Let's pump this up. What do we think? Oh, let me pull that back down. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. What do we think we're going to do today? Yesterday when you were on here, if you were on here, I was saying the markets looked like they wanted to come down to me. Looks like that's already starting to play out. I'm in some shorts myself. Looks to me, because we have this top, this top, this top, looks to me like Bitcoin wants to come down still on the 4 hour here. Let's go down to the 1 hour. And you got to think about this too. You got to think about this. What's going on next week? The CPI report's coming out. The Fed is also coming out and doing their interest rate hike. Do you think anyone really wants to go buy into this right now? People are very on edge. They don't really want to do much. Nobody does. So we're waiting for the CPI report. And then, of course, after that, mainly the CPI report. And then we're waiting to see what the Fed's going to do and what the Fed's going to say. But the CPI report, I don't expect anything to really wanting to be pump or going up going into the CPI report. Does that make sense? Right? Does that make sense? So here's what I saw. I saw this. See how price is going sideways like this on Bitcoin? We're looking at Bitcoin. See how price is going sideways like this? Let me divert your attention. Look at the momentum going down. So price isn't adjusting yet, but momentum is clearly trying to pull it down. This is why in the Lever Atlas community, I was saying, hey guys, I'm taking some shorts, and I was screaming this yesterday on the lives that I think this is a good time to take shorts, good time to profit on the way down. That's what it looks like to me. We've already come down some on the 1 hour. I think we have more down to go. Let's go to Ethereum. Then I can look at some that you guys want to look at. Let's check this out. So Ethereum on the 4 hour, same thing. Top, 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 top. And now it's starting to come down some. And oh, look at that. Live, we just had a sell signal pop up on the 4 hour. Very interesting. Now that's not confirmed for about another 4 hours. But nonetheless, what we've been seeing looks like things want to go down. We're still above the 0 line. Let's go to the 1 hour real quick. Then we'll take a look at some you guys want to look at. So we had the sell signal come in. When did that come in at? Came in at 5 in the morning Pacific Standard Time today. But I was in shorts back up here at about 1284. Right now we're at 1268. Not bad. I took a little profit at about, I think, 1265, something like that. Momentum clearly shifting down here on Ethereum. I think there's more down to come. I think Ethereum is at least, see now it's finding support in this area right here. I think it's going to at least come down to here, which would be about 1250. And maybe make its way down here into about 1230. So I think ETH has more down to go. Because again, like I said, think about it. The CPI report is next week. The inflation report. No one knows what that's going to be, right? So who wants to go buying a bunch of stuff right now with that big uncertainty floating around? And it's a big, big report. This is a big deal, this one coming out, right? The last one was 7.7. If this one is lower than that, wonderful, right? The markets are going to love that. But what if it's higher? What if it's the same? What if it's 7.7, 7.8? What if it goes back up into the 8s? Boom, you were going to see the markets just drop, right? The markets are just waiting to see what happens with the CPI report. I've seen a lot of people ask about the indicators. If you want to get this indicator, which is the buy sell labels and the momentum waves, that's all called Lever Atlas. Click the link in my TikTok bio. Go over here and you get Lever Atlas right here. You'd actually join the Lever Atlas community. And we're doing some pretty good stuff over there, right? We're posting, here's a trade that I'm in right now. I got in at 1284. Price of ETH went down. Yeah, and I profited. I'm profiting because price goes down, and my profit is paid to me in Ethereum, right? So I got free ETH because the price went down. We've been doing this over and over and over. This is our profit board. We just started this like a week ago. Go check that out if you want to. So this to me, ETH looks like it wants to come down more. What else do you want to look at? Drop something in there. What else we got? When's the CPI? The CPI is on the 13th. You do live twice. I have been the last couple days. I don't see any other things you guys want to look at. Drop something in there quick. Let's see. What do you guys want to look at? Solana? Let's take a look at Solana. My best guess is Solana's probably going to look like what we're looking at over here. It still looks like short zone to me. And that's what it looked like yesterday because, right, we can see this. Momentum's coming down, hitting a resistance. 4 hours not looking as crazy bearish, but the 1 hour, the 1 hour he didn't look terribly bad either. Probably why I didn't, well, yeah, it did, because this is a hidden bearish divergence. That's what this is called. We have this high and a lower high, but these waves don't match, right? The highs are like this, so the waves should be like this, but they're not. They're tilted, meaning that momentum is trying to push it up, but it's failing. That's a bearish signal right there. How far down could this go? It looks like it's finding this support area right here, Solana, right? You can see the different evidence of this support area. So, but we haven't come down below the zero line much, so I could see Solana coming down a bit more, maybe to 1350 or under. Right now we're at 1361. Let's go to HBAR. Let's go to HBAR. What do we got here? Let's go to the 4 hour. Did you guys get that about the supply demand? I just want to make sure that you guys really understand the supply demand thing, right? When they say don't fight the Fed, that is why. Because you saw it right there, the S&P 500 for the last like 12 years, 15 years almost, has done nothing but go up. Why? Because the Fed has just been printing money. So the supply of money, currency, dollars, has been going up without demand really changing for it. So the value of the money has went down. But assets, like stocks, like cryptos, like real estate, like sports cards, like art, like classic cars, assets go up. Because the dollar is worth less, the assets that are denominated, that are valued in the dollar, have to go up. Because now, even if they're worth the same amount of money, the money's worth less, so the asset price has to go up. Does that make sense? And right now, the Fed is sucking money with their Dyson, with their Hoover vacuum out of the economy. So that's making asset prices go down and making the value of the dollar go up. Right? It's an inverse relationship. When they're printing money, assets go up with it. When they're sucking money out, assets go down with it. Really, asset prices fluctuate with the net supply or net supply incoming or sucking out of money, right? So, what are we looking at here? We're looking at HBAR. We're on the 4 hour. Going down, we're in this nice little channel here. You see this kind of channel? Check this out quick. Let me show you something. Where's my channel? Parallel channel. Whoops. Dang it. Hold on. Go back to my parallel channel. Let me do this real quick. Look at this. So it's kind of trading in this channel right here, right? I could probably move this thing up a little bit. Let me grab it. Come on. Maybe something like this, kind of trading in this channel, right? This is HBAR. If you guys don't know how to do this type of stuff, this is very valuable to do too. So you can see us just kind of trading this channel on the 4 hour ever since Sunday, November 27th. Right? Down, up, down, and now we're up towards the top. So that's looking kind of bearish to me, especially again heading into the CPI. There's no reason people are really bullish on anything or wanting to buy a bunch of things. Does that make sense? Heading into the uncertainty of the CPI, which is on the 13th. So that would be 10, 11, 12, 13. That's Tuesday. So this to me looks, look at this. Red, green, red, green, red, green. Now we have a little red candle. HBAR definitely looks to me like it has a good shot at coming down here to the bottom of this channel, which would put it down here possibly at about 4.5 cents. HBAR to me looks like it's definitely coming down. That's a pretty weak wave right there. This is actually a hidden bearish divergence too. Pay attention to what this means. Look at this high. Look at the wave. Look at this high. This is a lower high, right? Lower high. High, lower high. Look at the waves. That wave is higher up than that wave, even though we're getting lower highs. That's a hidden bearish divergence. That's bearish. Plus, we're hitting the top of this channel and printing a red candle. That definitely looks like it wants to come down to me. Now, how many of you know how to profit when price goes down? Does anyone know how to do that? Or I should say, put a 1 in the chat if you want to learn how to profit when price goes down. Because this to me is still just screaming. Momentum is shifting. Price is starting to shift. Upward part of the channel looking like it's turning down. This just looks bearish to me. Looks like it's going to come down. Looks like it's going to come down. And again, right now, like I'm in, like here's something I posted on my Discord. Like here's a trade I'm in right now, an ETH trade. I got in at 1284. It's went down to 1267 and I'm up 12%. This is craziness, right? And I'm actually getting my profits are paid to me in Ethereum. So I'm getting free Ethereum because the price is going down. In a market where everyone can only make money when it goes up, when everyone's zagging, it makes sense to zig. You know what I mean? So if you want to learn how to zig, and you want to learn how to make money when price goes down, click that link in the TikTok bio and go take this 2.5-hour masterclass, how I get Bitcoin and other cryptos for free when price goes down. That price is going back up too, so go check that out if you want to. But H-bar is coming down is what it clearly looks like to me, and it makes so much sense. What else do we want to look at? XRP. Let's take a look at XRP. What do we got with XRP here? XRP, look at this yellow line. You guys know what this yellow line is right here? Drop it in the comments. Who knows what this yellow line is? Who knows? Drop it in there. Come on, someone answer it. What's the yellow line here? Who knows? Very important to know. Very important. No one knows? This is the 200-day moving EMA. Yes, it's the 200-day moving average. See how it's acting like a gravity point for all this? Right? Price keeps kind of just swirling around it. Right now it's using it as support. It did break through it yesterday, and then it's come back down now, right? And we're on the 4-hour chart here. Nothing crazy here. Let's go down to the 1 hour. It has come down a good amount, and you can see, as we zoom in, you can see that there's decent support at this level right here. So XRP's basically already came down to it, right? At 38.6, and that's what I was saying yesterday. I was saying that it looks like it wants to come down because of exactly what I'm talking about here. Look at this. Look at these highs over here, right? Look at this size. These waves are getting higher, but the price highs are not getting higher. This one did pump up a bit, right? So this wasn't as obvious, but it just looked weak to me. Now, this is actually looking kind of bullish. This is actually looking kind of bullish now. Why? For the same reasons. This low didn't come down real far relative to these other ones, but the momentum wave came way down. So to me, this actually looks like a bit of a hidden bullish thing. So I think that XRP actually could come up a little bit. That's what it looks like to me. And I see some people asking about the indicator, the buy-sell label, and the momentum waves. I mean, you know, why wouldn't you? I mean, look at this. Buy, winner, sell, winner, buy, winner, sell, winner. Buy, winner, sell. That one's a loser. Buy, winner, sell, winner. Let's go back some more. Sell, winner, buy, winner, sell, winner, buy, winner. I mean, I guess why wouldn't you? So if you want to get this indicator, which is the buy-sell labels and the momentum wave, click the link in the TikTok bio and go over here, and you can get it right here, Lever Atlas. Plus, you'll get my most advanced trading course, many, many hours of content, and most importantly, you get access to the private Discord where I'm posting my trades. Other people are posting their trades. Great community to learn how to zig when everyone else is zagging. What else should we look at? So that was XRP. XRP actually looks like it's hitting a bottom and kind of wants to get a little bullish to me. That's what it looks like to me. Let's go to, someone drop one in there. What else do you guys want to look at? Give me another crypto or stock. We can look at stocks too. I see Sandbox. Let's go to Sandbox. What do we got going on with Sandbox here? Let's go to Binance. Let's go to 4-hour. What do we got with Sandbox? Sandbox had this clear, check this out. Good teaching moment right here. Look at this. See this high and this higher high. Do you see that? For those of you over on YouTube, let me show this real quick. High, higher high. You see that? Look at these waves down here. Wave, smaller wave. These should be like this. These are like this, so these waves should be like this too, but they're not. They're shifted. This is what's called a bearish divergence, indicating a high probability that direction is going to change. What happened? Boom, changed. Now it's down here at a support level, right? You can see support, resistance, support, support. Right here at about 58 cents, and we're at about 58 cents. That makes sense. Let's zoom into the 1 hour, see what we think from this point, right? Let's see this again. Let me check this out. So now we've gotten down here. We seem to be at this support level, right? You can trace this across. You can see where it was a lot of price confluence. That's a word. And it came down here. Now we're printing a little green candle, and we printed a green dot way down here in the oversold zone. This looks a little bullish to me, but I don't expect any big moves because we are heading into the CPI, and no one wants to make any big moves because of the uncertainty of everything right now. Let's go to quant, right? Because if the markets hate anything, they hate uncertainty. So when the CPI report comes out, there will be movement in the market. Which direction? I don't know. No one knows. But there will be movement on Tuesday morning. That is for sure. Now, let's go back over here to quant. Quant is one of the most bullish projects in all of crypto. That's not my opinion. That's literally what the market charts show me. Let me show you something here real quick. Let me show you something. Check this out. So let me show you something. This is very important. Watch this. So this is quant. This is quant, the daily chart. Every one of these candles is an hour, okay? Quant, this is the June low back here, right? June low brought it all the way down here to $41. Don't go anywhere. You're going to want to hear this. Went all the way down to $41, okay? I want you to pay attention to this. See this little shelf right here that it was trading in before it dropped? Every crypto you can find is going to have this same price movement. It's going to have this little shelf and then a big fall off right here all in this time frame back in May and June, okay? Most cryptos in their recovery from the June low never got back to this. Bitcoin never got back to this. Ethereum, even with the merge going on, it only got back to this. Very few cryptos even got back to this. And there's 3 that stand out that went way above it. Look at this. Most cryptos never got back to this level after they fell in June. Look at what quant did. We're looking at quant. Quant said, see you later, suckers. And it went all the way up here, right? And this didn't happen overnight because some event or news thing came out, some kind of little hypey moment. This happened over the course of months where the market, you and me, we took out our money, our fiat, our currency, and we said, even in this bear market, I'm buying quant. I'm buying quant. Over Ethereum, over Bitcoin, over anything, almost anything you can imagine, buying quant. And I saw this because I didn't know anything about quant. And I saw this and I thought, holy crap, what is quant? What is quant? Because the market is clearly showing me that it believes in this thing dramatically. This is the strongest chart in all of crypto. And I want to be very clear. Sometimes you'll see these big pumps up or big pumps down that happen over the course of a day, maybe a week. But when you see something like this over the course of, here's June, what did it happen to? We hit a top in October. So this happened August, September, October. This happened over the course of 3 months. This is people methodically buying and buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. Why? Why? Someone drop in here. What is it that this chart tells me about the market and why it loves quant? What is it? Drop in there quick. Come on, answer with me. I'm going to share it with you. Don't you go anywhere. You want to hear this. Why is the market buying quant at such dramatic amounts over an extended period of time in a very bearish market? Why? What is it? Let me get some coffee. Delta Flare got it. Interoperability. Interoperability. Listen closely if you don't know what this is. There are 2 major problems in crypto, in blockchain technology, that all the most talented developers in the world are working on. 2 major problems that need to be fixed for blockchain to go to the next level and go to the masses. What are they? Number 1 is scalability. Number 2, not that they're in order, is interoperability. What is interoperability? Interoperability is what it sounds like, for blockchains to work together, to send transactions together safely, efficiently, quickly, all that stuff. And there's not a good solution for that. But some of the best developers in the world are working on interoperability solutions. And we know scalability and interoperability are the two biggest problems and biggest focuses and biggest hurdles to get around before blockchain can go mainstream and really grow. So what is Quant? Interoperability solution. You know what this chart told me? You know what this chart told me? Of all the interoperability solutions available, the market told me it believes in Quant more than anything else. And you know what it picked as number 2? There's really only 2 solutions it's picking. Cosmos. Remember this area? Here's that level for Cosmos. It went down and it pumped above it. It's not as strong as Quant, but it is extremely strong. This area back here was what? About $10. What did it pump up to? About $17. This is the second strongest chart in crypto. So this tells me, it confirms exactly what I'm saying. The market, the smart money, the people that know what's going on out here, know that interoperability is one of the 2 major issues in blockchain, period. And they said, with their money, they voted in a bear market in the scariest time of all. They started voting with their money when they didn't have to into Quant and Cosmos as their 2 favorites by far to be the interoperability solutions. You guys get this? Are you getting this? Are you getting this? Big, big deal. Let me show you something else. Now, I talked to you about scalability, right? I talked to you about scalability being the other one. Check this out. Hold on. So I talked to you about, those are the interoperability. The market is undecided which one's the winner, okay? They're looking at those 2 and they're saying those are our 2 favorites, but it seems like they're leaning towards Quant, okay? Right? Quant seems to be the favorite. It's the Tom Brady, and Cosmos is the Peyton Manning or the Patrick Mahomes, whatever. I don't know. Number 1 and number 2. And everything else is like tiers below it is what the market is literally voting on with their money, right? Not words, not just talking, voting. And very clearly voting. There's only 2 choices. Scalability. Now scalability, what exactly is that, right? When you go on Ethereum during the bull market and you're paying hundreds of dollars to just do a transaction, that's a scalability issue. Are you with me? Does that make sense? The market picked one winner, not 2. It wasn't undecided between which one is the winner. It very clearly picked one winner as the scalability solution. Drop in the comments, what do you think it was? What do you think the scaling winner voted on by the market by a massive, ridiculous landslide was? Drop it in there. I'm going to get some coffee. No, Quant's interoperability. And Algorand's not well, I guess I don't know enough about Algorand. SHIB, no, come on. Scalability solver. XRP, no. XRP is a global settlement solution. I saw one person put it in there. I want to see more people get it. I see another person. Matic, Polygon, right here. Look at it. Remember that area I talked about before everything fell off in June? Every crypto has this exact, you see it? This exact thing. Ethereum only got back up to here. Bitcoin never got back up there. And most cryptos by far never got even close to up here. What did Matic do? Boom, very quickly went up. And then it held level and shot up here, hit another high over here in November, right? So Matic was at, like, we'll say about, 64 cents. It went down to, oh, God, I wish I would have got some, to about, where'd it go? To about 30 some cents. And then it shot up here quickly to over $1, and then it got up here to about $1.31. So this is the market. Let me show you Ethereum, right? The Ethereum had the merge, one of the most bullish events in all of crypto. Remember I talked about it? Look at this. This was that area before it fell off in June. And look at ETH with the merge, one of the most bullish event in crypto history. It could only get back up to this level. Pick something. Give me a coin. Let's go to XRP. Well, XRP got above it. Finally, it didn't. But then that news came out that pumped it, and now it's all the way back down here again. Okay. Bitcoin. Yeah, let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, the digital gold, the main crypto. Here is the level before it fell off in June. Where did it get to? Oh, it didn't get even close. It was up here at about 30,000. What did it get to as a height? After the drop in June, about 25. It didn't even get close. This is the baseline. This is the baseline for voting, right? If people are voting for anything more than Bitcoin or more than Ethereum with the merge, that has to stand out. Let's go to XLM. Someone asked for XLM. Let's take a look. XLM, where was its shelf? Looks like its shelf was here. It went down, and it's just been going down ever since. Okay. What else do we want to look at? Let's look at, throw something else out there that you're so bullish on, that you think is so amazing, that you think is the best thing since sliced bread. Throw it out there. Let's take a look. What is it? Hex? I don't know about Hex, but let's take a look at Hex. What do we got? Where was Hex's shelf? Hex's shelf was really way up here. So Hex has like the worst chart we've looked at so far, like by far. Chainlink. Let's take a look at Link. That is, in case you guys didn't know, Chainlink is the oracle of the blockchain. You guys know what an oracle is? An oracle is vital to the blockchain. Vital, absolutely cannot live without it. It is literally like water to a garden. That is literally what it's like. Why do I say that? Because it takes off-chain information, off-chain, and brings it on-chain in real time, right? Price updates, all kinds of things like that. It is so vital. And the market, in the last bear market, which most of you were probably not around for, Chainlink was like the Quant, was like the Cosmos, was like the Matic, because we knew that we needed a dang oracle, and we clearly voted on Chainlink as the winner, and Chainlink is the winner. Chainlink is the category king of oracles. But let's take a look. Chainlink doesn't have such a strong chart. Let me show you this. Here was Chainlink up here in April, dropped down pretty hard. Although with that being said, it didn't really drop very hard in June because it dropped hard in May. And then it's just been kind of trading sideways in this range. Let me show you something real quick. Let me show a parallel channel. Basically, we'll say down here. Chainlink's been trading in this channel right here ever since when? Ever since June, right? Coming up here to basically this level, which is what? 912. Coming down here to about 535. Whenever Chainlink goes under $6, where's $6? Let me show you where $6 is. $6 is right here. Look at how little time Chainlink spends under $6. I buy Chainlink when it goes under $6. Boom. Shows me that that is a fantastic buying opportunity. Maybe we're on our way back down there. That's what we got for that. Let's zoom in a bit. Let's go back to reading a few charts. Let's zoom in a bit. Let's go look at the Chainlink chart from a trading perspective and see what we want to find here today. Let's see. So we're on the 4-hour. Let's bring up the momentum indicator again real quick. And by the way, I saw some of you asking, how can I get the indicator? How can I, which is the buy, sell labels and the momentum waves. And, why wouldn't you? Like, look at these things, just nail it. Buy, winner, sell, winner, buy, winner, sell, winner, buy, call that a loser, sell, winner, buy, winner, sell. Looks like that's a winner already. So if you want to get this indicator, right, the buy, sell label and the momentum wave, click the link in the TikTok bio and you can get the indicator right over here. With that, you'll also get my most advanced course and you get access to the private Discord. And I can't understate how valuable this Discord is. Look at Ron Jeet here. He just posted this literally a minute ago. He got into this Matic trade at 92.94. It went down. It went down to 91.46. He made 39% on his money. Profit paid to him in Matic. Here's one I posted a bit ago. ETH trade. I got in at 12.84. It went down to 12.67. I profited 12%. And my profit was paid to me in ETH. So I got free ETH because the price went down. If you want to learn how to do that, again, click the link in the TikTok bio here and go over and take this masterclass. I still have it on sale for just $20. That price is going up. 2.5-hour masterclass. You'll get instant access and it's yours to keep. You can watch it over and over and I suggest you do. So let's go to the 1 hour on Link. We had the sell signal come in, bouncing off this yellow line. What's this yellow line? 200-day moving average. Coming down. Now we're kind of finding some support. Here's what it looks like to me. Plus we're getting down here almost oversold. So I probably wouldn't touch that. Maybe be looking for longs, but I don't expect any big moves coming out of it. Let's go to Chili's. Chili's has just been going down. And if you guys were listening to me back here, literally back here on this Friday, November 18th, because what happens in 2 days from here? What happens on November 20th? Anyone know? November 20th is the World Cup. Why did Chili's pump? because of its NFT association with the World Cup. I was saying back here, I was screaming that this is one of the most classic sell the event situations you can ever see. What happened immediately after? Boom. World Cup comes, boom. Down here, back to where it's actually valued at the 200-day moving average. And where's it been ever since? Gravitating around that. Is this making sense? Are you getting this? Does your indicator work on Forex? I've never used it on Forex. I've only ever used it on stocks and cryptos, so I'm not sure. What's your thoughts on Link Future? Very good. I don't know. I think the price-wise, I think it'll be a lot more than it's worth today. Huckleberry Inu. No, I'm not going to look at an Inu. I'm just not going to do it. I'll look at Shiba, I guess. Let's pull up Shiba. Let's see here. Looking at the 4-hour on Shiba, on SHIB, making that cup formation, looking like it's pretty sideways to me. Let's zoom in on the 1-hour, see if we can see something. We had the sell signal come in. We were not terribly overbought. Yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't touch that right now. Gala. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't looked at Gala yet. Let's go take a look at Gala. What do we think Gala's going to do over the weekend? Let's see here. Thanks for all the follows coming in. Thanks for all the likes. Let's see if we can get up to 10,000 likes. That'd be pretty cool. So looking at Gala here, excuse me, on the 4-hour, we're having this kind of we're having an upward motion. You know what I mean? And the momentum waves are following that, looking a little sideways-ish to me. Let me zoom into the 1-hour, see if I can see something better. We had the sell signal come in. That's obviously played out pretty well, but now we're finding some support right here. We had the bullish divergence, right? Low and a lower low. Are you getting this? Low, lower low. But the waves are going the other direction, the momentum waves. That's telling us everything's hitting the brakes. It's probably going to change direction, which is exactly what it did. And then up here we're at a sell signal telling us we're going down, and we did. This actually looks kind of bullish to me. It looks a little bullish, because now we're getting a tiny bit of what's called a hidden bullish divergence. Now we got a little green candle coming in there. This is looking like maybe it's found a short-term bottom to me. What indicator is that? This indicator is Lever Atlas. It's my own indicator, which is the buy-sell labels and the momentum waves. If you want to get that, click the link in the TikTok bio and go over here and you can get it right here. You'll get the indicator, but you'll also get my most advanced trading course. This is a $1,000 course, by the way. And you'll get access to the private Discord where I'm posting my trades. Other experienced traders are in there posting their trades, showing their thoughts on the market. And here's our profit board. I mean, like, look at this stuff. Look at this. Here's Ron G. He's in the chat right now. He's a moderator, actually. Here's a crow trade he did. Price went up. He made 15% because the price went up, 0.6 of a cent. There's Ron G. again. Let me find someone else. There's me. I took a little long here on Adam, made some money. Today, Ron G. did another one. ETH went down in price, right? I got in at 12.84. It went down to 67. I made 12%, and my profit was paid to me in ETH. So I got free Ethereum because the price came down. That's what I teach about in this masterclass. It's $20. It's the cost of a beer at a football game, guys. It's the cost of a lunch. Are you kidding me? Go get this. The price is going back up. Or don't, right? Or don't. I guess I don't care. It's not going to change my life. But I spent 2.5 months making this 2.5-hour class. Straight up. Sharing exactly how we're doing this stuff, how I do it, right? I can't tell you how other people do it. If you want to learn how to profit when price goes down, you don't have to come learn it from me, right? Go learn it from somebody else. It doesn't matter. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to learn from me and this guy and this girl and this person and try to make your own Frankenstein strategy of how to do things. It's not going to work for you. Pick somebody and go learn to do what they're doing. If you want to learn what I'm doing, go take that masterclass. It's only $20. And you know what? If you don't like the masterclass, email me. I'll give you your money back. Fair? Is that fair? Right? Everyone's zagging, right? Everyone's zagging. Need the market to go up. Here we got to pivot. Oh, let me show you something. Let me show you something about the Fed pivot. Let me ask you something. Right now. When the Fed pivots, what do I mean by Fed pivot? When the Fed pivots, do you believe, by Fed pivot, I mean the Fed starts lowering interest rates, lowering them, not decreasing the rise when they lower the interest rate. What do you think the markets are going to do? Drop in the comments. When the Fed pivot comes and they start lowering interest rates, what do you think the markets are going to do? Drop in there. Let me tell you. Do you think it's going to go up? Think it's going to go down? Think it's going to go sideways? Let me know. I'm going to get some coffee. It's like my third coffee of the day, man. I love it. But it's not. I drink decaf. I'm just like this. because I love crypto. I love this subject. I love talking about it. I just get naturally excited. Susie says crash. Sugar says it will drop. Caritas says things will go up and to the right. Sideways trap, I think. Let me see some more. I'm liking these comments. I really am. I see some people joining Lever Atlas up there and taking the Masterclass. Good decision. I'm guessing you have knowledge in Mic5 or Pine Editor since you have your own indicator. I don't. I have a developer I work with to help make these things. I tell them what I want and we work through it. Pivot means up slowly, red. I'm going to show you something. You may not have seen this before. Let me show you something. Check this out. And I want to remind you that if most people think something's going to happen, does it usually happen? Think about that. Most people are zagging and a few people are zigging. Most people, zaggers, maybe I shouldn't say that word. It sounds not good. Zagging people can only make money when the market goes up. It's all they know how to do, and they hang their hat and their hopes on constantly looking for when the market's going to go up. But then you have people that are zigging, like myself and the Lever Atlas community, and we don't need the markets to go up. All we need is the market to move. Whether it goes up, whether it goes down, doesn't matter. We profit either way, like I was showing you over there, okay? So when I look at data, I'm not really biased. I look at data for what it is because I just need to know what's going to happen because I know how to profit either way. Do you understand what that does for you? Do you understand how that changes your outlook? Do you understand how that changes your behavior in the way you look at and think at things? Do you know how that changes your potential results? When all of a sudden you don't need things to go up, you just need to know which way they're going to go and you can do well either way. That's called zigging. When everyone else is zagging, I try to zig. Maybe you're with me on that. Let me show you something. Hold on, let me flip this. So look at this. Look at this chart right here. This is all the times the Fed's pivoted since 1969. What is a pivot? Let's get clear on a pivot. A pivot is when the Fed starts decreasing interest rates. Not decreasing the rate of interest rate hikes, literally decreasing, going from 5 to 4 to 3 to 2. Okay, 1969, Fed pivots right here. They start decreasing interest rate. What happens to the market? Down it goes. 73, they decrease interest rate and pivot. What happens? 48. 81, what happens? Down 27. The year 2000, Fed pivots. What happens? Decrease in interest rate. Boom, down 51%. Let's look at 07. Surely, that one went up, right? Nope. Went down 58%. Did you know that they pivoted in 2019? Did you know that interest rates were going up and then the market started and then they decreased interest rates and the market, well, actually for a little bit it went up and then the pandemic hit and it went down. And you're thinking, well, that's the exception. See right there, that's the most recent. Everything went up. Without diving deeper into this, let me tell you something quick. Without diving deeper into it right now, because I don't think we got time for it, and it may be, anyways, there is a lot more data that goes into that little part right there about that one kind of looking like an exception on the surface. It's not. Everything else was screaming we were heading into a recession. You know what? The bond yield inversion. There was a bond yield inversion in 2019. What does that do? That indicates an oncoming recession. Now, the thing that will confuse you is you're like, well, we had that pandemic happen. That's a one-off. That's an exception. That was a fluke. That's not how the universe works, man. You and I, our little human brains, we don't have the awareness to understand how the greater scheme of the entire universe works, right? But we as a culture, as a society, as a group of humans, we're all working together as our little tiny piece, but we can't see the whole picture. What you can see when you look at charts, you can see how everything is playing out. How is it going to happen? What are going to be the things that do it? You never know, but you know it's coming. And in 2019, there was a yield curve inversion. And those 100% of the time lead to a recession. They are leading indicators to a recession. Now, the Fed freaked out and they pivoted and started pumping out a ton of money. And then the pandemic happened and boom, that scared the crap out of everybody and we went into a short-term recession. Okay? So we were headed in, hear me on this. Just hear me on this. In 2019, we were headed into a recession. We're in 2022, and we still have not technically been in a recession other than for that blip in 2020 before the Fed started literally printing half of the money in all existence that the government has ever made. Do you hear me on that? Are you with me? Are you paying attention? We were supposed to be in a recession in 2019. We're in 2022, about to be in 2023. So we were in a recession that the market went up a ton and it was needed to correct. And we said no, and we pushed it further. So we kept blowing up that bubble. So the bubble got even bigger in 2022, which is where we are in 2021. And here we are in 2022 with some of the air coming out. We're heading into 2023. The recession is not even officially happened, and things are going down, right? Straight up, we have another bond yield inversion, which is about 80 basis points between the 3-month and the 10-year. Do you understand what that means? Now, is money today worth more than money tomorrow? Yep, sure is. So if I'm going to give you money for a month, you can pay me a little interest, right? But if I'm going to give it to you for 10 years, I'm taking on a lot of extra risk. So I need a higher interest rate and more money, right? The longer it takes you to pay me back, the higher interest rate I need to charge you. Do you understand what's going on with the yield curve inversion? 3-month treasury bond is the government, the government, taking out a loan for 3 months, right? So the interest rate should be really small because the risk there is very short because the money's coming back pretty quick. But the 10-year, that's much, 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 much longer. So the interest rate should be much higher because that's a lot more risk. It's a lot more time that your money is out there and you don't have it back, especially with your gains. The 3-month to the 10-year got inverted about 80 basis points, almost an entire 1%. The bond market is saying it's scared out of its minds. Out of its minds is what that yield curve inversion says. And it says recession is coming big, recession is coming hard. Let me explain something else to you. Let me clip this thing. I'm tired of holding the phone. YouTube, I hope you can hear me over there. Just bear with me. Check this out. Yield curve inversion. Okay, that's that. Let me tell you something else. Let me get some coffee. Don't go anywhere. You're going to want to hear this. Hold on. So yield curve inversion. That's yield curve inversion, okay? Now, again, we have the Fed sucking money out of the economy. So we have the supply of money going down, and assets go down along with it because dollars are worth more now because there's less of them. And we have yield curve inversion showing we're heading into recession. Let me tell you this. Do you understand how stocks are valued? Someone drop in there. How do we arrive at the value of a stock? Drop in there if anybody knows. Oh, wait. I'm going to get another sip of coffee. Don't you go anywhere. Don't you go anywhere. You want to hear this. How is a stock's price determined? Huh? Same way a crypto's, and not really the same way crypto's is, because that's mostly speculative. But I love crypto. That's my thing. No one knows? Here's how a stock is valued. P/E. P/E. Price to earnings. The price, let's go to the earnings first. Let's say a company earns $1. And so let's say the price of a stock is $20 and they're earning $1. So what's the difference between the 20 and the 1? 20x. So that's what's called a 20x, here's the word, multiple. Multiple. You'll hear that word said out there, multiple, multiple. 2022 has been the year of multiple compression, which is a speculative, forward-looking, guessing component. It's earning $1 now. I want to pay more. Future's looking really bright. It's looking really bright. I'll pay a 20x multiple. I'll pay a 25. I'll pay a 30. I'll pay a 50. If you get a Tesla, you were paying like a 500x multiple. So every dollar Tesla earned, you were paying 500 to own that stock. I'm not done. Doesn't that sound crazy? So in 2022, we've had what's called multiple compression. The price and the PE, even if earnings stayed the same, the price has come down, right? You've seen the price come down. So with that, the multiple has come down. If Tesla's earning $1 and people are paying $500 to get a stock share, it's come down to about 180 right now. So now they're paying 180 times multiple in that case, which is still nuts. Now, let's say that price and that earnings stay the same. Let's look at the multiple. Let's say now we're at a 180x multiple and Tesla's earning $1 and it's people are paying 180. That's 180x multiple. Are you with me? Give me some ones in here if you're with me. Give me some ones in the comments if you're with me. I'm getting some more coffee. Don't you go anywhere. I'm going to expand on this, and this is going to make sense because this is going to tell you what's likely, in my opinion, to happen in 2023. Let me get some coffee. Send in a lot of likes, too. Get us up to 10,000. And hit that damn follow button if you haven't. What are you doing? This guy's out here, he's crazy. I want more of him. If you guys have never been to the Grand Tetons, I highly recommend it. It's absolutely stunning. Plus, you'll get to go to Yellowstone. So 2022 has been multiple compression, like I talked about, okay? So the price was up here, the earnings were right here, it was worth X amount, X multiple from the earnings. If the earnings was $1, Tesla was up to 500, and now it's come down to 180. So now it's at 180X multiple. Crazy. Now, those aren't the actual numbers, I don't know what they are, but Tesla's insane, something like that. So we have the multiple compression. Well, what if, with the multiple compression, when the earnings stayed good? What if the earnings go down? Oh. So if it was earning $1 and we were doing a 180x multiple, meaning we're paying $180 for that stock share, for that company that's earning a 1. What if that 1 goes down to 0.5? Does that price stay at 180? Put it this way. Let's say that 180x multiple stays the same, right? 1 times 180 is 180. What if that 1 goes to 0.5? What's 0.5 times 180? 90. Even if it stays at that multiple, the price has to come down because the earning comes down. That's the P/E ratio. 2022, we've had multiple compression. 2023, heading into a recession, bond yield inversion, nasty large, one of the biggest of all time, and it's 100% of the time in history been a leading indicator to a recession. But this time's different, right? This time's different. And I also showed you we were supposed to have a recession in 2019. But the Fed said, oh my God, the markets went down a little bit. And then the pandemic happened. Like, oh my God, they're really ramp it up. Oh my God, someone bring it in here. Print more money. Write it down. Just delaying this recession that needed to happen as a natural part of the cycle. The business cycle. Do you get this? Earnings compression is coming in 2023. That's what happens in a recession. Companies start to earn less than they did the year before, so their earnings come down. Even if the multiple stays the same, meaning the price comes down more. Have we bottomed in the stock market? Very unlikely in my assessment, in my opinion. Let me be very clear. I want things to go up. I, as much as anybody, want things to go up. But what I want, what I hope for, doesn't matter. I have to look at the data and I have to figure out what's going to happen. What do most people do? Most people zag. I try to zig. Most people zag, sitting here constantly looking for some reason to things to go up. Constantly looking for a reason to have things go up because they only know how to profit when things go up. I don't do that. I zig. I can profit whether it goes up or down. Would you rather be a zag or a zig? Put it in the comments. What would you rather be? I'm going to get some more coffee. 2023 is going to be the year of earnings compression. Watch. You are going to hear people talking about that in 2023. And you might remember that crypto bull guy, he said something about that. He said something about that. And I'm not the world's foremost expert, you know. So let me show you something. Obviously, odds are I think the Fed is going to pivot next year. I think markets are going to go down. Why is that going to happen? The zig thing. Hold on a second. Look at this over here. Here's a trade I was in. That's Degimon. Where's my trade? Here's a trade I'm in. This is an ETH trade. That's Degimon too. Where'd I go? Everyone's posting profit. Where'd mine go? There it is. Look, I got in this ETH trade last night. Got in at 1284. Price went down to 1267. What happened? I made money. I made almost 13%. And my profit was paid to me in ETH. I got free ETH because the price went down. If that isn't zigging, I don't know what zigging is. Here's Ranjit. He's dealt a flare here in the section, by the way. Hit him up if you want. He got in a Matic trade. Price went down. He made almost 40% on his money. His profits were paid to him in Tether, actually, not Matic. Big deal. He's profiting when price is going down. Here's Degimon. I think he's in the chat too. Here's an ETH trade. He's getting free ETH because price is going down. If you want to learn how we're doing that, click the link in the TikTok bio. Go take this masterclass. I have it on sale for just $20. That's the cost of a beer at a football games, gentlemen and ladies. That's the cost of a lunch. Are you kidding me? 2.5-hour masterclass. Took me 2.5 months to make this thing. If you don't want to go learn what we're doing over here, I don't know, man. I don't even know. I think you just want to keep zagging. I don't know. I don't know. You do you, though. You do you. That price is going back up, no doubt about it. So, the Fed pivot. Everyone's talking about the Fed pivot, the Fed pivot, the Fed pivot. I showed you. What happens when the Fed pivots? Because here's why. But let's get into why. Let's double tap it. Expand the thing. Why? Wait a minute. If the Fed starts lowering interest rates, why wouldn't things go up? Because you have to look at why. Why? Why would they pivot? Because everything's back to good and normal. It's all good now, so the Fed just starts to lower the interest rate. No. The Fed is terrified of inflation not being gone because they look so silly because of what they said in 2021. When they said, inflation, transitory. It's transitory. They feel they lost so much credibility. And they want to get that back. They want to get that credibility back. They want to get that respect back. And they want to and the only way to do it is to, as Powell says, get the job done. So they are going to be, the last thing in the world they want to do is pivot. So what would make them pivot? Rome would be burning. You understand what I'm saying? Rome would be burning. Housing market crashing, stock market crashing, bond market failing, unemployment rising, everything falling to shambles would make them pivot. So ask yourself, if everything is falling to shambles and the Fed pivots, starts lowering interest rates, you think you're going to feel bullish? You think anyone's going to be feeling bullish? No. You think that we felt pain or fear in 2022? You think we felt or obscene pandemonium in 2022? No. You wait for 2023. You're going to see businesses going under. Do you know what a zombie company is? A zombie company is a company that is just living off debt. They have revenue, but they have no profit. And the way that they keep their business going is by taking on more and more debt. Kind of sounds like the government, doesn't it? Not a joke. Not a joke. They keep taking on debt. Well, guess what? Has it become cheaper and easier to get money this past year? Nope. Way harder, way more expensive. Has it become easier to make sales and grow the revenue and profit in your business this year? Nope. Do you know how many zombie companies there are? Let's think of one. Carvana. Carvana is a zombie company. It has never made $1 of profit. It only lives off debt. How do you think that company's doing? I'd say within the next few months, they're bankrupt and out of business. Literally, go check them out. And there are so many Carvanas out there. So many. And we haven't really seen much of that yet. Oh, we're going to see it in 2023. Tech layoffs have been growing, clearly. That's going to continue. And you know, with that being said, but the supply to demand of people that want jobs and number of jobs, it's so in the unemployment favor or employed favor. It's true. That's true. So I don't think the unemployment rate will get to like 10% like it did in 2008. I think it'll get to about 6, maybe 7, but here's the caveat. The average wage lost per unemployed person is going to be so much higher than it has ever been. Ever been. Why? Because a lot of it's tech people. And do tech people make an average salary? No. They make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 or more a year. So the average wage lost in that unemployment number going to be very dramatic. Company earnings are going down. We're going to have an earnings compression. We're going to have businesses going out of business. We're going to have unemployment go up. We're going to have the bond market having its troubles. The real estate market is going to continue to go down. I want to be clear. I hope I could not be more wrong. I hope I'm so wrong. But it doesn't matter what I want. I have to look at what's going on and make a non-biased, or at least as objective as possible, observation and then decisions. If things are going up, wonderful. Everyone makes money. But what about when things are going down? How do you make money when price goes down? Most people don't know how to do that. I do that every day. Almost every day. People in my Lever Atlas community do that almost every day. Literally, I've been showing this. I'll show it again. I can't flip this enough. Now in the bear market, especially now in the bear market, you need to up-level your skills. You need to build yourself. You need to bring value to yourself. You need to be able to weather whatever storm comes at you, right? And actually, you need to be able to benefit no matter what the weather is like. Are you with me on that? Look at this. Let me go over here to our profit board. Right, here's today. Degimon just posted this. Price went down on Matic. He's making money. He's getting Tether. Ranjit, price went down on AVAX. He's making money. He got Tether. There's Degimon. Price went down on ETH. He got ETH, so he's getting free ETH when the price goes down. There's Ranjit again. These are the two moderators in the Lever Atlas Discord. They've been around a while. They've gotten pretty good. And neither of them knew how to trade beforehand. Here they are doing this, right? Making Tether. There's my trade from this morning. I'm still in it. I got free ETH because the price went down. Who's in this one? Ranjit again. Let me find someone else. There's Barry. Price went down on ETH. He got free ETH there. Smith, he just joined a couple weeks ago, him and his buddy Nate. Price went up. He made almost 20%, and his profit was, he got free XRP because the price went up a little bit. I don't know. I could just do this for a while. I love looking at that. I feel so one of my favorite things to look at is that profit board. And we just put it up like a week ago, and there's so many postings already. So, by the way, yeah, if you want to learn how to do that, I should have mentioned, if you want to learn how to do that, how we're doing it anyways, click the link in the TikTok bio and go get this masterclass. I still have it on sale for only $20, right? Price is going up. 2.5-hour masterclass showing you exactly how we're doing that stuff. Go check it out. And you know what? If you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. Fair enough? Seriously. What are you doing? That's $20 you spend a day, no doubt about it. Let's go back to the charts. What else do we want to look at? We looked at Gala. Jerry says you got my attention. I'm glad. I'm very glad. I really hope I get your attention enough for you to take action and there's no risk to at least going out here and seeing what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Because like I said, if you don't like it, let's go to Solana. Just hit me up and I'll give you your money back. And you can keep the class anyways. I don't know what else I could do here to incentivize people to go help themselves. I don't know. So here we are looking at Solana. This is the 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour here. Looking kind of choppy. Did we look at Solana already? I feel like we did. Yeah, we did look at Solana already. I think Solana's looking like it wants to go pretty sideways. It's coming down here a bit, but it's hitting that support. That's right. We already looked at that. Let's go to ICP. That's right. So someone asked for ICP. So what do we think here? What do you think about ICP? Let me go to the 4 hour. Yeah, buy signal, just nail it. Sell, nailed it. Buy, nailed it. Sell, loser. 3 out of 4, not bad. Buy, big winner. Sell, winner. Buy, winner. Sell, loser. Buy, there's going to be a buy down here. Winner, sell, winner, buy. Anyways, if you want to get this indicator, which I see a lot of people asking about, the indicator, the buy, sell, and the momentum waves, again, click that link in the TikTok bio, and you can come over here and get Lever Atlas. That's also how you get access to the private Discord. Like these trades here, like this is our profit board, but over here on the channel, like we're posting our trades. Like, let me see, where did like here I am posting, okay, looking kind of bearish to me, posting things. We're showing all kinds of things we're seeing, trades we're taking. There's Ranjit posting some stuff. Craig's posting some bearish divergence he sees on these ones. All of these went down. Craig posted these 3. They all went down. He did that last night. Craig's also new to the community. I got to run shorts related. That's right. I put this up here, classic bear divergence. Look at this, right? This is what I was talking about a couple days ago. It went up, and then I've seen the opposite thing here where we're going sideways. Things are coming down. Looks like a good probability for a short. This was yesterday. This is on Ethereum. What did I do? I took a short on Ethereum. Down it goes. You get access to this. And guess what? You can hit me up in here. You can hit up Ranjit. You can hit up Degimon. You can hit up anybody. Fantastic place to be. That's the real biggest value in being a Lever Atlas member. So if you want to get the indicator and join the community, you can do it right there. Looking at ICP though. ICP looks to me like it's coming up high. It's obviously turning around on the 4 hour. That wave's pretty damn small compared to how high it got. I wouldn't call it any kind of divergence, but that's kind of a suspicious looking height similarity. I would call that probably a hidden bearish, right? We have this high and this lower high, and we have this wave and this wave. Now let me line them up quick. So they, it's about the same size wave, right? But the high is lower, looks bearish. Obviously, sell signal came in too. If we go up here and see the red dot print, right? If we would have saw that back here at 6 in the morning today, we could have taken a short on, what are we on, ICP, and that's went down, right? We probably could have got in somewhere around the middle, about 442, wrote it down to about 432. Pretty good profit to be made there. What is that? That's almost 2%. That's a pretty good move, right? I mean, again, going over here to the Discord, let me go back to the profit board, right? Like Ronnie here, it went, what did this? This went down like 1.5 cents. He made 40%. Went down like 1.5%. He made 40%. Go take the $20 Masterclass. Price is going up $20. That's the cost of a beer at a football game. That's the cost of a lunch. I mean, are you kidding me? To learn how to do stuff like that, how we're doing that, what are you doing? Go get it. Anyways, or not. Or continue on with your day and keep hoping everything goes up. We'll be over here zigging. You can continue to zag if you want to. How much money you need to get started after you buy the class? It's almost an invalid question because it doesn't matter. You don't need a certain amount of money. You can start trading with literally $5. It's relative to what's good for you. That's all. The most important thing is learning the skill. You developing the skill. You adding this to your tool belt, right? Being able to profit when things go down. What a valuable skill and tool to have in your tool belt, right? You get what I'm saying? That's what it's really about. Because do you want to just for the rest of your life, oh, I need the markets to go up. Do you want to really be in that boat forever? Or would you rather be I don't care what the markets do. I'm going to win either way. That's all it is. That's what I'm getting at. I feel like I'm starting to feel a little salesy, but I'm really kind of begging you to go help yourself. $20 for the masterclass, and if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back? What's stopping you? Are you kidding? And you get instant access to the masterclass, yours to keep. I suggest watching it 2 or 3 times. I used to give the Masterclass away for free. Hold on. I used to give it away for free. I'd give it to I've given it to hundreds of people, maybe 1,000 people for free. And it's a 2.5-hour masterclass. 2.5 hours. I spent 2.5 months making it, making PowerPoints, recording videos, editing videos, altering videos, changing videos, writing new things, looking at it, tweaking it, trying to get it out the way I felt like it was really good. Really, really good. And I give it away for free. I'm like, all right, people are going to love this. And the people that watched it did love it. But you know what the problem was? Almost no one watched it. Almost no one ever even pushed the play button. Because it's a 2.5-hour class, the average watch time, 8 minutes. Meaning most people never even opened the damn thing. That pissed me off to no end. And one day I was out for a walk, and I was thinking about this, and I'm like, how can I get people to watch it? And this thought just popped in my head. And it said, when people pay, they pay attention. And I thought, boy, isn't that true. And I started charging for it, $50. It's on sale right now for $20. And 50 is a deal. It's going back up to 50. $20. You know what happened to the watch time? It went from 8 minutes, once I started charging for it, it went from 8 minutes average watch time to almost 2 hours. Meaning most people were watching it more than once. And guess what? People love it. People have been joining the Lover Atlas community. People have been continuing on this journey of being able to benefit when price, to be able to win whether price goes up or down. They came over with us to be zigging and step out of that zagging crowd. But you do you. You do you. If you don't want to learn from me, please just go learn. And there's only so much you're going to get from free YouTube videos, right? I spent 2.5 mother effing months making that class. You think you're going to find a free YouTube video like that? No. Straight up. And then the courses, I didn't even mention that. If you go take the masterclass, I have a $300 bonus that you get for free also, which is my trading fundamentals course. So you get the class, 2.5-hour class, and you get my fundamentals course, all for $20. You're kidding me. And if you join Lover Atlas, which is only $50 a month, $50, you get the indicator, you get my most advanced course, which is so in-depth, and I still add modules to it, and most importantly, you get access to the private Discord channel. I can't understate how valuable. If I didn't offer anything else and people just came into that channel, great chance it changes their life. Because I'm in there. Other experienced traders are in there. We're all in there together, right? You got a question? Odds are I'm going to answer it or someone else is going to answer it. We're posting trades we're doing. We're posting things we're seeing. It is a fantastic community. And if you've never been in a private Discord channel, if you've only ever been in free Discord channels, and you've never been in a private Discord channel, it is 10,000 leagues above free Discord channels, most free Discord channels. Because everyone in there is serious. We're putting in our time and our money to be there, and we're serious about what we're doing. And we know working together is the best way to win. And that's not just some nice catchphrase. That's a fact, Jack. That's a fact. And we get satisfaction from helping each other. That profit board that we have up there, that was Ranjit's idea. And I thought, when the second he said it, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I haven't done that yet. Like, it's basically a board of testimonials. It's showing me what I'm doing out here. It's showing me that look at all these people making profit when price goes up and down. They're getting free crypto. They're profiting when price goes down. Look at all these people. That guy just joined 2 weeks ago. That guy just joined this week. That guy's been here for a few months. Look how far he's come. Like, it's just, I got goosebumps. Can you see them? My hairs are standing up. I got goosebumps. My nipples are hard. Serious. I get such satisfaction out of it. And I went the hard road learning this stuff. I made so many mistakes. You just don't have to do that. I'm done. I feel like I'm pitching this. I'm trying not to. I'm just kind of like begging people to like go help themselves. I'm done. I'm done. So when the Fed pivots next year, 2023 is going to be the year of earnings compression. When the Fed pivots, it's going to be because it literally pivoting. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. They don't. You guys want to pivot? No. You guys want to pivot? No. World's burning. You going to pivot? No. All right, the world's literally in a nuclear catastrophe. Fine, a little bit. That's where the Fed's at. You think the Fed wants to pivot? Yeah, we're going to go back to easy money. You think they want to do what the market wants, what the zaggers want? No. They have credibility to get back because they lost all of it the last decade, but especially the last couple of years when inflation, transitory. It's transitory. They look so incompetent. So they want to get that credibility back, right? They want to get that respect back. And they want to, and the only way they can do that is to bring inflation down until the job is done, like Powell says. The last thing in the world they want to do is pivot. If the Fed pivots, it's because literally it's Chernobyl around them. Chernobyl. It's Chernobyl around them. By the way, if you've never seen the Chernobyl miniseries on HBO, fantastic. You gotta go watch it. Fantastic. It's a true account done in a miniseries of what happened. How big of a world catastrophe that almost was. And all the decisions of the people that saved, not mostly Russia, but really a lot of the world, period, that gave their lives to do that, to save it, and like do the things necessary, because going anywhere near that was just a death sentence, straight up, not an exaggeration. Chernobyl. And if you go look up like best TV shows of all time, it's you're gonna find it on like top 10, top 15 lists. And that's how I found out about it, and I watched it, and I'm like, wow, what an appreciation I have for, well, that event, straight up. Is your masterclass you talking about using Voyager? No, I don't know. What? I bought an old version that's 1.5 hours. You didn't buy an old version. I used to give maybe an old version of my masterclass. Maybe. I don't know if that was a masterclass though. I don't know. And you got it for free if you got it. But no, I'm not talking about Voyager in there, not at all. I'm not talking about buying crypto at all. I'm talking about trading crypto, longing and shorting, profiting when price goes down, getting free crypto when price goes up or down. No, the class was not made before the Voyager fail. I mean, maybe one older iteration was, because I've always had some kind of content. But no, the master class, like the one that you'll be watching, I just did finished doing made a final edit on it like maybe 2 months ago, maybe two to three, maybe. But you just bought it, good. Welcome in, Noble. But I got stuck at the VPN part. Just watch it again. It's very easy, man. Whatever you get stuck at, you can work through it. It's all there. And Crypto Tim, again, I really, if you want to, that's something if you were in the Discord, we'd help you handle that in a matter of minutes, That's one of the very few things. What are the tax ramifications for shorting? Well, I'm going to break it to you. When you make profits, you pay taxes. So you can choose to not make any profits, thereby you still won't pay taxes. Or you can make profits and pay some of that back in taxes because of the profits you made. That's a good way to think about it, I believe. In an accurate way. Proton VPN is free. Okay, that's a good one. I use VPN Unlimited. It's like $3 a month. There's a lot of them. Doesn't matter which VPN you use. I get that tax question a lot. And I kind of tongue-in-cheek it because it's yeah, you're going to pay some taxes on capital gains, on profits. That's what happens always. And you're getting ahead of yourself. I'm not guaranteeing shit for anybody. I'm saying, come out here. We'll help you every which way we can. You have to make a decision to keep going. Don't start putting the cart before the horse. Like, oh, here I am profiting right. No. You got to take the class. You got to take the courses. You got to crawl, then walk, then run. It's a skill. It's developing a skill. If you pay tax, you're making money. Exactly. How are you doing though? I'm doing all right. I don't really, I like the Kenny Rogers song. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, plenty time for counting. When the dealing's done, don't look at your money. Don't look at your investments. Don't look at your shit. Because you're going to tinker with it. You're going to mess with it. Don't pay attention to any of it. My opinion. Can you take loans out on your crypto tax-free? If you can get loans against your crypto, those loans wouldn't be taxed because you're taking on debt. In the same way that if you go, when you don't pay tax on money you borrow. You know what I mean? You pay tax on money you earn. Which is another thing that I should maybe talk about more. Because the richest people, wealthiest people in the world are also the most in debt people because they know how to use debt correctly. So lend yourself. Well, if you lend, if you're the one being the if you're the lender, you're getting interest on your money and you would pay taxes on that interest because you're earning on your money. If you're taking on debt, you don't pay taxes on debt. Get what I'm saying? So if you have like a house, say you got an apartment building or duplex, whatever. We'll say it's worth $1 million. Let's say you bought it for $500,000 and 10 years later it's worth $1 million. Well, now you got $500,000 in equity in that property. So you could go get a loan against that equity. Let me back up. If you were to sell that property, you would make $500,000 because you bought it for $500,000 and then you sold it for $1 million and now you got $500,000 profit. You got to pay taxes on that $500,000 profit. What if instead you bought it for $500,000, it went up to $1 million, and you took out a loan for like $300,000? You don't pay taxes on that. That's a debt. That's not a capital gain. But you can take that money and you can go buy another piece of property. You can go buy some crypto. You can go do whatever you want. In that case, it'd probably be good to go buy another property. And keep repeating. As the equity grows, take out debt on it, buy more property. That's called buy, borrow, die. Look that up. It's a very common strategy by the wealthiest people. Money is a game, everybody. Money is a game. Money is a game. It has rules. It has strategies. It has flexibility. Just we're not really taught the game of money. Or at least we're taught how to play it in a way that benefits the people teaching it. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I was joking. I do. I see Ronnie and Deggy in here. Be your own bank if you can be. Yeah, I mean, if you count that as being your own bank, I guess. All right, y'all, I'm probably going to pop off here pretty quick. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to learn how to profit when price goes down, or if you want to learn how to get free crypto when price goes down. Ever tried Forex? I have not. I'm a crypto trader, man. Straight up. I see a lot of 1s coming in. So, because I don't know if you guys just hopped on here or what. If you want to learn how to do stuff like that, like over here in my Discord, like check this out. Here's Degimon. He just posted this trade. He's in a Matic trade, right? He got in at 91.92, and now it's down. It went down to 91.21, making 7%, earning tether. Ronnie here, Price went down. Here he is profiting, earning tether. There's another one. There's mine, one of mine today I posted. I got into this ETH trade at 12.84 and the price went down to 12.67. I made almost 13%. And you know what? My profit, because the price went down, I got profit. And my profit was paid to me, guess how? In Ethereum. I got free ETH because the price went down. I didn't buy anything here. I didn't sell anything. I made a trade. I made a bet, maybe is a way to look at it. And because of it, the price went down, I made profit, and my profit was paid to me in ETH. I got free ETH because the price went down. We're doing this these are just some from today, right? Here, he's not earning Matic on this one. He's earning Tether. So, so if he had $100 in Tether up here, he's got $140 in Tether down here because the price went down a penny and a half, 1.5%, 2% maybe. He turned $100 into $140 because the price went down. We're doing this every single day. Here's pages and pages of this stuff, right? There's Smith doing it. What does Smith do over here? He got free ETH when the price went up. Price went up. Look at that. Price went up from 41 to 69, so it went up, what is that, $27. He made 21, 22%. Got some free ETH, paid to him as profit. He got free crypto, free Bitcoin because the price went up. We just goes on and on and on. Here's another one I did. Here's an Atom trade. Price went up. I got some USDT. Anyways, if you want to learn how to do that, click the link in the TikTok bio and go over and take this masterclass here. I still have it on sale. It's only $20. It's the cost of a beer at a football game. I guarantee you get a lot more value out of this than a beer at a football game. Plus, I have a $300 bonus that comes along with it, which is my trading fundamentals class, which is a course, showing you how we're doing all this stuff. Be the best $20 you spend today, no doubt about that. I see someone put VeChain. Let me go to VeChain real quick. Let's take a look at VeChain. See if I can show you guys what we're seeing over here. VeChain is not one that we've looked at today. 4 hour. So VeChain. So this is interesting. Look at this. For anyone that's new on here hasn't seen this yet. Like, look. See this high and this higher high? High, higher high? Maybe that wick's a little higher than this one. Doesn't matter. We'll go high, higher, high. Look at these waves down here. See how these waves don't match? Because there should be a wave and a higher wave. Wave and a higher wave. It's not. Waves are shifting. This is momentum shifting. This is what's called a bearish divergence. Then we got a sell label. Boom. Down we go. We profit from that. What are we looking at? VeChain. VeChain got pretty yesterday in this area right here. If you were on here yesterday, I was saying now it looks like things want to go up. We went up. Why? What did I see? Look at this. See how price is going sideways? Look how humongously down this wave is. Let me show you something. See this low and this lower low. Low, lower low. For anyone on YouTube, let me show you real quick. Low, higher low, right? So these waves down here should match that. They don't. The wave for this one goes down so much further. This is what's called a hidden bullish divergence. This is a high probability situation where price is going to change direction. It did. We did. Profit when price goes up. Profit when price goes down here because of this. Profit when price goes up here because of this. That's the type of stuff I teach you in the masterclass. So to me, looking at this, going to the 1 hour, had a sell signal come in. Look at this. What do you see? High. Let me use the cursor. High, higher high. Are you getting this yet? High, higher high. Look at the waves. This is called a bearish divergence where price is making higher highs, but momentum is making lower highs. What happened? Sell wave, boom. Sell signal, boom. There we go. And if you want to get the indicator, the buy-sell labels, and these momentum waves, that's called Lever Atlas. Click the link in my TikTok bio, and you can get Lever Atlas right here. In addition to that, you'll get my most advanced trading course, hours and hours and hours and hours of content, and most importantly, you'll get access to the Discord where we're posting our trades, posting what we're seeing, answering each other's questions. It's a fantastic community. So VeChain to me, it's coming down below the zero line now. I probably wouldn't want to touch this because it's looking like it's hitting support to me. So any potential trades at the moment, to me, overall, things look like, you got to remember, the CPI is on Tuesday. Do you feel like you want to do anything crazy leading up to the uncertainty of the CPI, the inflation number? Neither does anybody else. Markets aren't going to rip right now. If anything, they might go down. They definitely aren't going to rip up. Not with the uncertainty of the inflation number. This is possibly the biggest inflation number coming out, read, that we've had so far. That being said, I kind of don't care because I can see what's coming in 2023. And I hope I'm wrong. God, I hope I'm wrong. But 2023 looks way more painful than 2022, at least the first half of it. Do you have a free signal in Discord? Let me be clear about what the Discord is. It's a private Discord channel. It's a conversation channel. When I see something, I post it. When I'm doing a trade or I see a setup, I post it. And so do other people. Are we always right? No. So you need to understand risk management before you ever do anything. You got to minimize your losses and maximize your gains. And you got to use a strategy that, here's the strategy I use. The strategy I use allows me to lose more often than I win and still be profitable. That's a strategy to go with, right? Now, of course, I win more often than I lose, but I would never trade if I didn't have a strategy that allowed me to have an asymmetric advantage like that. That's what I talk about in the Masterclass. That's what I expand upon in the courses. That's the support we give in the Discord. I can't. Like if you're on the fence, just go take the Masterclass. It's $20. And if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. But if you're like someone that just, people got to like drag you along to do things that are good for you, don't come over then, right? Because like if you don't want to help yourself, no one can make you help yourself. I can give you an opportunity. I can lead the horse to water, but I can't make it drink. Do you want to take a drink or not? If you do, go take the Masterclass. Would you like to learn how to profit when price goes down? Would you like to learn how to get free crypto when price goes down? I doubt you're saying no to that. So there's something else going on in your head that's stopping you. And I'll tell you what, it's not just stopping you with this. It's stopping you with so many things in your life. Welcome to human psychology. So anyways, I don't know what else I can do. I got to go. I'm going to make some more coffee. All right, y'all. Take care. How do I get the Masterclass? So if you want to get the Masterclass, click the link here in the TikTok bio. Does everybody know how to get to my TikTok bio? Click my name up here. A thing will pop up. Click the logo. Click the name. Click the logo. That'll bring you over here. Click the link. Here's the Masterclass right here. If you really want to just jump in the deep end, go join Lever Atlas. Now I'll tell you what, if you get the Masterclass, I may or may not give you a big discounted opportunity, one-time opportunity to get into Lever Atlas at a discount as a take action bonus and incentive and reward for taking action, period. So just saying, maybe not. Because what I want to say is it's not about, oh my God, I'm going to get rich tomorrow. No. It's about up-leveling yourself, increasing your skills, making yourself more adaptable and strong in this world. Do you want to be when everyone's zagging, what I mean by that, I'd rather zig. If everyone's zagging, I'd rather zig. Everyone zagging is like, well, we need the market to go up. It's going to go up. It's going to go up. I make money when it goes up. And that's the only way they can do it, and they don't really know how to help themselves. When I'm over here zigging, I can make money whether it goes up or down. I just need to know which way it's going to go. And all the assessment I'm seeing here clearly looks like 2023 is going to be a down year. I hope I'm wrong. Goodness, I hope I'm wrong. Because I don't like it. I don't like it going down. But what am I going to do? Not figure out how to take advantage of it? So I don't know. Like what I don't like about it going down is all the people that don't know what to do when it goes down, don't know how to benefit from it going down, or they just lose when it goes down. Like, I have like family members that are like near retirement, and I'm going to watch their retirement accounts go down a lot. And then maybe they maybe they have to keep working, and they're like almost 70. I hate it. What am I going to do? You should go help them. I can't make people do things. How do you bring that up? They don't want to hear that. They don't think I know what I'm talking about. They don't think I know shit about that. What are you talking about? Like, you were a doctor. What do you know about markets? I haven't practiced as a doctor for a while, man. My financial advisor knows better. Oh, yeah? Does your financial advisor benefit from you hoping the market goes up? Yes, he does. Is he a bad person? Not necessarily. But humans going to do what humans do. Frog and the Scorpion. You guys ever heard the Frog and the Scorpion story? You know that one? Scorpions are going to be a scorpion. Humans are going to be humans. XRP is coming. XRP is something I buy. I think the SEC case has just provided a great value opportunity. And I think XRP would have probably hit $10 in the last bull cycle. I'm not XRP Army. Calm down. Just, it's math. Based on where it was. I've been around a while. I've been here almost 6 years now, crypto. It's a long time in crypto. And from the 2017 high to the 2021 high, ETH and Bitcoin went up about 3.5x. If XRP had gone up about 3.5x, which I feel would be pretty conservative, it would have went from about $3.30 to about $10. So XRP probably should have hit $10 in 2021, but in 2021, but in December 2020, that's when the SEC came in, and so the price of XRP is massively suppressed. So when I say $10 in the next bull cycle, seems very, very conservative. I think it would quite probably hit like $20 plus, all things considered. Could I be wrong? Of course. I try to make conservative estimates and plan ahead of time, years out, based on conservative estimates for that stuff. My biggest focus is blockchain gaming, NFT gaming, because it's so obvious to me. It's literally inevitable. Inevitable. I don't just throw that word out. I'm not a hyperbolic speaking person. If I say things, they are in the realm of accuracy. I'm a pretty accurate, conservative person. Inevitable. That's a massive leap for me to say something like that. Blockchain gaming? NFT gaming? Blockchain NFTs getting incorporated into gaming? It's inevitable. And it's coming fast. Because imagine you can play all the games you love, all these wonderful games, just as good and amazing, but now you actually own your shit. Interesting. It's not about getting rich. People ain't going to be playing games getting rich. They're just going to get some value for their time, and they're actually going to own their own shit. That's all. Not going to get rich. Although, if you're really early, in games that you think are going to be very big and are going to be fun and amazing and incorporate blockchain and NFTs, Then you can have a potential to get rich, in my opinion. Being early. There's two games that I'm mostly invested in. One I believe in more than the other one. But they're different styles of games. They're different styles of games. The one that I believe in the most just has I see bigger potential because of what it is and the way it works. And the style of game it is. Because it's a whole new world. I mean, it's a metaverse. But not like, oh, here I am with Oculus and in the metaverse. Oh, that's not what I mean at all. When you play a game, you go into another world, right? You go into Grand Theft Auto, you might be in Vice City. Like you're in the metaverse there. Video games are the metaverse. Because you're in a digital world. Spending time in your life in this digital world. That's what the metaverse is, guys and girls. It's just, we're going to keep going more into that, having more overlap with our digital and physical lives. That's all it is. Not Oculus, I'm in the metaverse, spending all my time here, not looking at the real world. No, that's a long ways away, if even possible. I'm just talking about gaming evolving as the way it has its entire life. I remember having a Nintendo as a kid, right? I remember getting, for Christmas, I was in Taekwondo. I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. I had my black belt in Taekwondo about a month before I was 10 years old. That was, on a side note, one of the most valuable experiences of my life. Why? Because it taught me the value of discipline and seeing things through. It created a pattern within me, a winner pattern, in terms of deciding to do something and believing. It created confidence and belief in myself. I get into Taekwondo when I'm 5, and by the time I'm 10, I'm a black belt. And I had to go there, twice a week, sometimes on weekends, and I'd have to go to not tournaments, but like testing things to like go and test in front of a bunch of people, and they would get to vote if I got to go up to the next level or not, right? Go from white belt to white belt with a little piece of tape on there to like brown belt to brown belt with a piece of tape. There's a lot of levels to go through before you get to a black belt. And then after I became a black belt, I quit. Because I'd been wanting to quit, not because I didn't like it, because of the people. Some of the people, in particular one family. There was this one family that I was in it alone, right? I'm a little kid. I was in it alone. And there was this one family, the Andersons. Talk about the Matrix. Mr. Anderson. The mother was awful. She was an awful, very competitive woman. And she had 2 kids in there. And everybody really liked me because I'm there all by myself, just doing these things, showing up, working hard, just doing it because I really want to do it. And I think that bothered her because she compared her kids to me. And I think that she was not real nice to me. And she had an influence within there. And she wanted her kids to be better than me. And it's like, I didn't really pay that much attention to it. I just think back on it as to what happened because I'm a little kid. I'm just doing my own thing in my own lane. But she made it very unenjoyable. Not just for me, for like everybody. And I don't know why the main guy didn't just get rid of her. Because, and she was like the doctor, she was a dentist and everything. Like, she's not an educated person. She's just like, imagine that. Imagine you're like a 40-year-old woman and you're trying to tear down a kid that's in here, clearly just here because he wants to be here and kind of admirable, actually. And just thinking about how it's making your kids look bad. Like, unbelievable. Anyways, I saw through that. And going through things like that really how did I go off on this? It really builds character within you and like belief in yourself. So I like I've never been in martial arts ever since, but for kids, I think getting into something that has some kind of like longer term vision that you see through, I think builds character in you for the rest of your life. And then I went on. I became a doctor, and that's a lot of endurance and seeing things through, because it's not an easy path. I don't think I could have done that had I not had that experience early on in my life. I don't think I would have had the will to see it through. Anyways, I don't know how I got over to here. What was I talking about before that? I don't even know. I wonder what my landlord is like at their karate. The whole family goes several times each week. And there were other families that were wonderful people. And they had a good time. And they were enjoyable. Just this one was so alpha. And that whole family was just dominated by that lady. And she was just so alpha. Painful way to live your life, man. I wonder what will Lever Atlas only work with crypto? No, it works with crypto and stocks. But there's more money in crypto because it's more volatile. But either way. Welcome, Deepax. Crypto Brad has a bunch of percentages for cryptos. Let me guess, you like Gala. You've been on here before anyways, Mighty Guy Sensei. You know I like Gala. There's no guessing to that. Yeah, I like Gala. Gala and Matic, after ETH and Bitcoin. Gala and Matic are the main things I buy. And then probably Sand. And then XRP, just because I think it's so underpriced. Because Sandbox it's the Roblox of blockchain gaming. You guys ever heard of Roblox? I've never played it, but I've certainly looked into it. Very popular game. Kind of metaversey, sort of. Like it's definitely, it's a sandbox. Roblox is definitely a sandbox game. I don't mean sandbox sandbox. Sandbox is a style of game. It just so happens to be that Sandbox calls himself Sandbox, which is quite fitting because it's a sandbox game, which means that users can generate their own worlds and their own experiences for other players and users and members of the world to come in and do. Because what do we do? Like as a human, I'm gonna say something. As a human, the way I see it, there is only one thing that we can do. There's only one thing as humans that we can do. Let me flip around. I wonder if anyone's on YouTube over here. I apologize. I keep forgetting to flip this around. There's only one thing we can do as humans. That's it. One thing. What is it? The only thing we're capable of doing that we can do is create. It's the only thing we do or can do is create. What about destruction? What is destruction? Well, you can destroy a building. You created a destroyed building. You can't do anything but create. That's all the universe is. Humans, we can only create. It's the only thing we can do. So what are you creating? When I started thinking about that years ago, I was like, that's crazy. And try to find a loophole. Try to find an exception. You're not gonna. It changes the way you look at things when you see that there's only one thing you can do. It also gives you a high amount of accountability and responsibility for your own life. Can't go blaming people. Because whatever's going on in your life, you're creating the outcomes, right? You don't necessarily create the circumstances around you, although I can argue you do via, magnetism, the actual law of attraction. The law of attraction is a secret, guy. It's a physical force of the universe. Magnetism. Physical. It's the very fabric and force of the universe. Anyways, this is literally science. But you can only create. And once you realize that, what do you want to create? This world is a sandbox. This life is a sandbox that you're playing in. What do you want to create? Eventually I found this. Eventually I created this. I love this. It just matches so well with me and who I am and what I'm interested in. Because if I wasn't doing, before I was ever doing this, I was consuming shitloads of investing in crypto content and business content, like it's all I want to pay attention to. And so it only makes sense that I expand and create my own little world around it and keep expanding. That's what the universe did. It created and it keeps expanding. This is science, everybody. I'm not religious. If you're religious, that's fine. I don't care. I grew up in Christianity, and I think they're overall fine people. And whatever. I think it actually makes a lot of people better people. So if that makes them, increases their character and makes them better people, wonderful, because that's all we got is this life. Be a good person. Your character counts. Like, some of the best people in the world I know are Christians. Some of the worst people I know are Christians. But it's not, whatever, I'm not getting into it. I'm not religious at all. But I'm a very philosophical guy. What world do you want to create? I don't know, I'm just kind of going off now. Because I don't think I'm going to go live again later today. It's Friday. Maybe me and the lady go look at some Christmas lights. I don't know if I'll do it tonight. As a beginner, I'm going to get lost, not comprehend your info in the Masterclass. Deepaks, you're already manifesting your destiny there, man. You're already predetermining where you're going to end up. That doesn't work. Go take it. Go watch it multiple times. And I really encourage you to. That's why I have the Lever Atlas community, right? Go join Lever Atlas. Get the indicator. Get all the course, the big course. And you'll get access to the private Discord, so we are in there to support each other. But no one can help you with the mental obstacles. You have to decide to let them go. You understand what I'm saying? You haven't even taken the class, and you're saying, I'm not going to comprehend your info in the Masterclass. Why would you put that? Why would you already set yourself up to fail like that? Just go watch it and just pay attention. Let all this noise go away. It's not about the Masterclass. It's about the pattern of noise in your mind. I don't have to meet you or have a conversation with you to know that you have a lot of noise. Oh, we all have some noise going on up here. And we have repetitive thoughts playing over and over like a record. It's the way humans work. It's the way we work. Our beliefs create our outcomes, create our lives. This is a fact, Jack, or Pax. Anyways, don't put my email on here. Yeah, if you're in there, you can contact, but if you're going to email me, don't just start emailing me and asking me a ton of questions. I'm a busy guy, right? It's a support email, not a free consultation mentoring email. Get what I'm saying? That's what I have the Discord for. That's where the real expanded support is. But yes, you can contact me there. You use your indicator on TradingView. Yes. Yes, it only works with TradingView, actually. That's where I use it. Boy, I've been on here about 2 hours, I guess. Is that right? About 2 hours. Since I'm not going live, I probably won't go live again tonight. Never pay for a class. Read every book you can and practice trading. Practice trading nonstop. The problem with that, Erasmus, is you're not valuing being around other people to teach you what to do, actual human interaction. Never pay for a class? I'll bet. Never mind. Just go get free things. I'm sure that's better than paying for things. In my opinion, you get what you pay for. Really. What broker do you link your trading view to? You don't have to link your trading view to anything. You don't do that. You just use a trading platform. You don't connect it to anything. You just use TradingView to read the charts. And then you go somewhere else to trade. In Erasmus, do you have a college education? I think college in general is kind of, I don't want to call it a scam. To me, that's a kind of a low-level word to use. I think there's better ways to describe things, but I think that it is overvalued. People will go spend 4 years of their life, 6 figures, to go learn a bunch of stuff they don't even want to learn about, and then go get a job that probably doesn't even relate to what they learned about. Never anywhere along the way learning about how to make money or learning about money. Maybe you took macroeconomics, maybe you took finance, maybe. Those seem a little bit more translatable. But most majors, in this world we live in, I just feel education is vital. Of course, we need to learn. But we have so many sources that the best values, to me, just don't seem to lie in college, generally speaking. For some, yes. If you're passionate and you really want to be an engineer, or you really want to be a computer science, which you can learn, you probably take some other courses and go learn, right? You can go take some seminars. You can work with people that do it and get your hands dirty. It's probably a lot cheaper, and actually you probably learn a lot faster, right? I'm sitting here talking about a $20 masterclass. A lot of you are probably going to go spend $100 on beers tonight. Are you kidding? Maybe not a lot of you, but a lot of people are. I've done it plenty of times. $50 a month Lever Atlas subscription. You get the indicator. You get my biggest course. And you get access to the Discord where I'm in, other traders. I mean, it's just like, if you don't like actually see how undervalued that is, you're not paying attention. I loved college too. It was a lot of fun, but I wouldn't do it again. I'd rather just have the money and go do what I really am excited about, which is this. And this is where I ended up. Crazy, right? I didn't need to go through it, although I had to go through all of that to be able to understand this. I went to college and it's not worth it. For most people, it isn't, right? You get this debt that there's no way to get rid of it other than by paying it off, right? You get this, to me, it's enslavement. It's financial enslavement. And this world is just looking for every opportunity to shackle you to some kind of bad debt because they don't teach you about money very well. And money is a game, and debt is very powerful, bad or good. How you use it is what matters. Financial, get a college education, best debt you can get. Get a house, the biggest investment you'll ever make. And I'm the opposite. I'm like, you probably shouldn't go to college. You should probably just figure out what you really like, which you probably already know because it's probably already what you spend most of your attention and money and time on, which it might be making TikTok videos. It might be consuming crypto content. It might be knitting. It might be cats. You might love cats. It might be cars. I promise you, you can make a fantastic life out of what you love. In this world we live in, it's easier than it's ever been. And there's not a person on the planet I could not show how to do that because I've done it. And once you've done something, you're like, oh, shit, anybody could do this. You just need to know the path. And you know what really helped me move along fastest? Because when I started out, I was just taking up free stuff, watching this YouTube video and this guy and this and that, and it was just confused the shit out of me looking back at it. And then finally, when I picked somebody and I started listening to them and working with them and doing what they do on a rocket. Straight up. Hedorian says, bought your course and indicator. Welcome in. Be sure to get in the Discord. Be sure to get in the Discord, okay? And get involved in there. Be active and stay on it. Stay in there. At some point, will you be creating any crypto trading bots? I don't plan on it, Mike. I don't plan on it. I'd rather teach people how to read. That's literally what I mean, right? When you don't know how to read, like before you ever learned how to read English or Arabic or Spanish, whatever you read, you didn't know, it just looked like markings on paper. but eventually you can interpret them and you can read, oh, these are saying things. Charts are like that. Exactly like that. When you look at a chart, it just blah, 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 blah. Maybe this indicator, blah, 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 blah. It's just a bunch of, you have no idea. But eventually, you can learn how to read it if you decide to. And that's what I do a lot on this channel. I'm reading. I'm just reading. Like you're reading a freaking Harry Potter book. I'm reading the charts. I'm reading them. There's interpretation with it, but I'm reading them, seeing where the probabilities lie. Never certainties, but probabilities. Couple that with a strategy, you got a winner. I use a strategy where I minimize my downside and I maximize my upside. Meaning, I can lose more often than I win and still be profitable. Even if what I'm reading, I'm wrong more often than I'm right, I can still be profitable because of the strategy I use. Now, I'm right more than I'm wrong, but I would never be trading if I didn't have a strategy like that. And I don't think anyone should be. The only thing that would really screw you the most is you. You being greedy. You not following the rules. I've done that. I've broken my rules, and I got burned hard multiple times. That's my fault every single time. I mean, who is it? Mark, what's his last name? I can never pronounce it. What really got me to be more disciplined is I was listening to this interview with this guy, like literally world famous, highly revered stock trader, Mark Minervini. What the hell's his name? I can't remember. But he was talking about, he goes, and this is like the guy that's like everybody wants to learn from. And he said, one year I was down 20%. Or no. Yeah, he was down 20. He was down a lot. He's down 20, 30% one year. And he's like, this is crazy. So he went back through trying to figure out what he did wrong. And he went back through, and what he realized was if he just used a stop loss every time, he would have actually been up 80% on the year. And you could hear it in his voice. He goes, I thought I did something wrong. I thought I must have measured this wrong. I went back and measured it 3 times. I would have went from being down 20% that year to up 80% if I just stuck to my rule and used a stop loss. That's how you minimize your downside. The most valuable thing in trading is protecting your downside. It's risk management. And most people are staring at trying to get rich real quick. You come into Lever Atlas, I try to beat that out of you real quick. Because I made that mistake. Most people do. Don't do it. D-Rob and YouTube, but only can you see but he can only see the announcement channel. That's strange. Because I know I added him in, although I did find 2 D-Robs on when I searched for. Let me go to the Discord quick. Let me go in here. Like, I messaged him too. Can you... Let's see here. Tex Rican says his course is amazing. Sign up, everyone. Thank you, Tex Rican. Yeah, she just joined. That's Mary, right? Just joined within maybe this week. I think this week. Very, very recently. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Stop losses is like letting your enemies know when you're willing to give up. Mental stop losses only. Well, XRP, only if you're... only if you are a big, big, big money swinger. Because I promise, about all of us aren't using the type of money that makes a blip on the radar for anyone to know, to make any kind of blip on the radar for anyone to come after our stop losses. Right? I'm not trading with billions of dollars. Trading with a few hundred, few thousand. It doesn't even make a blip on the radar. So, anyone listening? Do what you want. I will never follow that. Unless you're trading with billions of dollars, that doesn't matter. Protect your downside. I mean, what he's saying is true. If there's a whole bunch of stop losses at a certain spot, it can show where the liquidity, and that can be an important thing to look at. But I'm not putting up an amount of money that makes any heat, you know. Anyways, so what do I got over here? So I think I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on here with D-Rob. All right, y'all. One last time, if you want to learn how to profit when price goes down, or if you want to learn how to get free crypto when price goes down, how to earn crypto when price goes down, click the link in the TikTok bio. Go over here and take this masterclass. It's only 20 bucks. Price is going up. We're doing stuff like this. Let me go over here to the profit board. What do we got here today? Degimon just posted this. Price went down. Here he is profiting. Ronnie, price went down. Here he is profiting. Degimon profiting on that one too. He's getting ETH there. He's getting free ETH because the price is going down. Ronnie getting Matic. There's me getting free ETH because the price is going down. These are all today. Who's this? Ronnie again. See Barry here. Profiting when price goes down. Getting free ETH. Getting free XRP when the price goes up for Smith here. Anyways, if you want to learn how to do that, take this masterclass. That price is going up. And if you want to get access to that Discord and get the indicator and my most advanced course, hop in Lever Atlas. It's only 50 bucks a month. All right, y'all. I am out. Peace. Let's see here. Let me go to Discord.
a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and nice days all year. Merry Christmas, Paul. Well done by my main mandible. That's right. Mankind, if you like yourself a boring, ordinary, generic Christmas tune, he is your man. Now, on a special request, Matt and Jenny saw the dude record another video in which I had a co-star, a certain waffle jelly cake Foley named after the fictitious tree. Look at that little... She loves herself Gumby. Look at that. Ooh, look. Oh, she loves Gumby. She loves Gumby. There you go. Oh, right there. Right there, my little friend. Yes, can you find the Gumby? Ooh, Gumby may be stuck. We're looking at... Oh, there it is. Indeed. Oh, and now she's going to bark until she is satisfied, even if it means the dude has to move tables around. Okay. Oh, dude's getting old, but still as cool as ever. Ready? Here we go on this little journey. There you go, my little friend. In the meantime, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. I have heard the word. The dude is not only your favorite face of Foley, but your favorite wrestler of all time. Oh, no. Dude. Oh. Okay, little one, we're going to put this up here while we sing a song, and feel free to sing along. That's right.